faces. Oh, God. It's so exciting every time again.
Welcome to Decisive Podcast Series by Roberta Ingram, co-hosted by Zoe Massa. We go live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Decisive Podcast Series. I'm your host, Roberto Q. Ingram, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Zoe Massa. As a duo, today we have another duo. We invited guests from Italy, Napoli, and we will get to that a little bit later. We really thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it, actually. We're trying to reach up to 500 subscribers, and today begins, I guess we're at like 250 now.
And we're going to make it till the end of the year. So people, please subscribe. Make sure, tell a friend, because it's worth it. We're having meaningful conversations, inspiring conversations with artists from multidisciplines, right? And I can't wait for our guests today.
What's really cool is that we try to capture the real stories behind their creativity. You know,
Yeah.
A lot of times people are talking on the surface about how many releases, what clubs they played at or whatever, but they're not really discussing the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, we're personal. We're digging deep. We want to know everything. So, yeah.
I mean, and what's really cool is that we try to capture what people fear to say when we're only humans and we make these crazy guesses and sometimes what I think is very interesting is that when you don't give up and you know you have something, you want to achieve something.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what other people. Some people don't know how to tap into that quality. So for me, I think this is what we try to do here. Today, make sure that you leave your comments and your questions in the chat, because that way our guests will be able to be challenged from you, the audience, and I'm sure some of you have some very interesting questions. We will later on in the program address those questions, so make sure you do that. Tonight, we're joined by a duo from Napoli, Italy, as I said, and they've rocked clubs and dance floors all over. They actually captivated my attention. I heard one of their tunes on Ilian Tape, this label, and when I heard it, it reminded me back in late 2000s where techno music had kind of this story, and they're mixing live instrumentations, and I felt like I heard one of their tunes and it just absolutely drove me crazy. And they're also a duo that are not only best partners, but they're life partners. And we're gonna bring them in now. Meet from Napoli. Their name is Fireground as a team. And we're gonna have Zoe to introduce them, give them the, what do you do, the speak to them in their language.
I'm gonna do the Italian introduction.
Let's
Only
go there.
because my Italian is a little bit better than yours. It's not so very good though.
So
but
it's
let me try, right?
First, it's Angela and Daniele from Napoli, and they're living in Berlin now, and their name is Fireground, and here they are coming to you now.
So, benvenuti,
Benvenuti,
ciao, Angela,
ciao.
ciao, Daniele. We're trying our best to welcome you. I am so very excited and so happy to meet you here. and to get to know more about your musical journey and your story. Welcome to Decisive Podcast Series.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How you guys doing today? How's your day start off?
Yeah, quite good. Like there's a new week and a lot of music doing it today directly.
Yeah, do you guys wake up going directly to
Yeah,
music, or you have
Yes. Yeah, straight
other
away.
priorities?
Yeah, music is the priority, like this week at least.
I love that. Straight
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
you know, first day of the week, first day of a new month, and they're going straight
Yeah.
to
Yeah, but
music. That is
yeah, you guys-
dedication. I
yeah,
love
but you
that.
guys are privileged to do that. You're privileged to be able to.
That's true. That's true.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I love to hear that.
Oh, God. Yeah, listen, you guys are not just a duo, but your life partners, if I got that correct.
Yeah.
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 How did your personal connection first turn into Fireground? How did that team come together as a group?
Yeah, let's say that we met like because of music somehow. We were like we just met at my place in Napoli when she was 18, I was 19, and we just were having some synthesizer sessions with friends. She was a friend of a friend, and that was the situation. So the music was always like the thing that connected us. So I think it was just a matter of time that something happened out of it.
Yeah, just because my friend didn't find
Yeah, right. He couldn't find parking like down the house,
yeah,
and then
because it's really difficult
Yeah.
in Naples to
find,
find.
find
I
it.
imagine.
Yeah, and
I
then
called
yeah.
him and I said, "What are you doing
Yeah.
tonight?" And yeah.
Probably if there was a parking slot, we would never have met. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, let's say.
Oh my God, what a beautiful story. It's very romantic. I love that. So, and basically music is the ground that your fire started to burn, right? So that
Yes,
is a
that's
Fireground.
something good. Yes.
That's kind of cool. Angela, your background is performance dancer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Daniela, you are a classically trained multiple instrumentalist, huh? Right?
Yeah.
How did those two worlds merge?
Like, it's for me, like it was. I went from like the conservatory. I was studying piano and cello. I decided to drop out just for like I didn't like the course, and from it, I discovered house music, and then from it everything merged with jazz, and like one thing after the other just got me into electronic music. That's the like from piano basically. Like that was my starting point for me. Yeah.
Also because your father, so
Yeah. I mean, he's also playing a lot of instruments, so it was a family thing basically. But
So you've
Yeah.
been growing up surrounded by
yeah,
music.
yeah. That's
How,
yeah.
how old were you? How old were you then?
I'm 29.
No, how old were you when you started piano?
Was when I started like music in general. I think I was 4 when I studied piano. When I started, I can't remember actually the period when I stopped. I had a kind of a break there. Because I wanted to play guitar, so I didn't care about piano anymore. Then when I was 15, I was back into piano. I mean, meanwhile also I studied cello and and drums.
Oh, they're multiple instruments.
Yeah, but it's like when you're exposed to a lot of music around you, it also influences you and opens the mind and the
Yeah.
ears and the soul for the music. Do you also play any instruments, Angela?
no, but for me it was a different story, and I was introduced in electronic music thanks to my brother, because my brother producing and was in electronic music, and so I was so curious into produce me too. So was for imitation. So and yeah, and I began to go to party when I was a teenager. So and I went crazy. So my first party was with Kevin Sanderson, and I went
Oh,
crazy. So and yeah, my background was before with ballet, and
I love you. I love
and I was more curious into electronic music because when I was teenager, studying so a bit of contemporary dance, and so was so nice to improvise to more experimental music. So that was great, yeah, for me.
You know, we were speaking about this earlier in the week about this stigma between classic
Yeah.
being influenced by, I mean, there's such a disciplined art form, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and they seem, I've heard that real true classical people do not mix these things.
Yeah, but I think um, um, gave me the possibility to
Explore.
see, yeah, different flow. You know, his
Also for me, it felt like escaping at the moment, at the beginning,
Oh
like I
yeah,
was
you spoke. Yeah,
escaping
you
from.
did say that. You just yeah.
But yeah,
It's like you
but it's just
ventured out
exciting.
and trying to discover different things. I know this from myself. I studied classical piano since I was 4. I finished conservatory, everything. And when I let it go, it was just a freedom.
Yeah,
And funny enough, now after years, I find a lot of things that I learned through classical training
yeah,
so very beneficial for the work as a musician right now. For example, the practice, the discipline that you need to
yeah.
have,
That's right.
the discipline that you finish, the discipline that the way you go through it, an approach. So I find it very beneficial. And also I think you learn a lot, when you're classical trained, you learned a lot about music in general.
Yeah,
And I so fully understand how it feels when you need to, experiment and let go and find something new. Is wonderful. I could see it in your eyes, Angela, when you just, speak about this. And funny enough, Roberto used to be a dancer too. No belly, no.
No, I
But yeah, but I used to dance.
I reason why I'm fascinated with that is I later on in the program, for me, I understand where we're headed, and this foundation still, this art form is still connected to music. This is, it's still to me, it's still the world of music when you dance,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And I was street dancer. From street dancing, I realized jazz. And from a gymnast to so all of these disciplines for me were connected at some point,
No, absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And I met very talented ballet dancers and very talented, and each, like you said, as you grow your own artistic identity, you start to branch out, and it may not be
The
what
one or the other, yeah. You start something new.
for yourself, and becoming aware of where you want to go artistically, and I don't know I don't know if during those moments you felt like this. You felt like it was time to get away from that discipline, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Napoli gives me a lot
Oh,
in
Napoli, yeah.
terms, yeah, in terms of music, and yeah, I was always inspiring from Pino Daniele and from
yeah. There's a lot of funk in Napoli, like a lot of in the last 50,
yeah,
like 50 years.
Pino Danjo also.
Yeah,
Did you say a lot of funk?
yeah. There's a
Okay,
lot,
Yeah.
great,
lot.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think so. This was now I realize after 10 years.
But being away for some years, also
Yeah, yeah,
you feel it more. Like when you're distant, you say like you can feel how it was being there, because you is the energy. You don't realize you're receiving it. But when you're missing from it and you go as a tourist in your city, you say, that's where I used to live. That's where I grew up. And then you understand more, I think. That was our case, I think. Yeah.
Would you say you still bring the Napoli funk to Berlin with you?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like but I didn't realize immediately. It was like after a while being away, and by being back, you can tell there's something that if you're there, you take it for granted. You don't feel, you don't think about. And then yes, if you make music and if you grow up in there, like that's it just
Yeah.
happens, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm great to hear that you were able to articulate that, and to be able to tap back into where you were from and where you're going and how you got to
Yeah.
Berlin. Because I was amazed when I heard that. I know it's in Europe. Yeah, I get it. I know it's so close to Germany, but still, like, I still feel like there's something you have to offer to the sound that has nothing to do with Europe or Germany. It could be from your neighborhood,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
I wanted to connect that a little bit. Berlin. When you came to Berlin, what was the sound and the energy of the scene there when you got there? Was it what you expected, or?
Yeah, it was even more, I would say, even more dynamic that we could expect. Like we went to Berlin together, so I mean, for us was like this thing of having so many clubs, like so many clubbing option every day. You still have, and this is something that is not happening at all in Italy. So this was the first thing, is like just to experience, and this is of course like in the long term going to inspire you, and if you like to enjoy it, and also like a lot of music, a lot of electronic music. So for us, that was the first thing about Berlin. Yeah, and also there was like a lot of music instrument shops. So there were what you could try the machines. There was like it was a non-stop doing something about the music. It was like every day, every hour, you could do something. So
And did you come to Berlin already with a perspective of having worked there? I find it always very interesting, when you relocate yourself, how you think you're gonna, because we all have to pay our bills. So did you have already the option of working there as a musician, as a DJ? Have you already founded your
no, that kind of happened later, actually. But of course, the intention was there. The first music was in the making, and then it just happened. It happened after the pandemic. So, and of course, like in our like our brain was already into it, but then it happened. We didn't have the opportunity to just do music in the first day we moved to Berlin. So it just happened.
was there something like a turning point for both of you? This is really directing both of you, when you felt like Fireground needed to be something so original that you just really needed to do that as a duo, as a musical duo, and bring yourself out there.
Yeah, I think during pandemic, I don't know, I felt so sad because everything was closed, and always saw a lot of videos about love parades. So yeah, I felt this energy inside. So, and always thinking about this energy to put in our music. So this freedom, this everything together, and always yeah, when I think the beginning of a Fireground, I was thinking about that. So, and
you basically really started producing your music during the pandemic, during this hard lockdown that we all still feel
No,
like the trauma inside of us.
I said that the turning point was during the pandemic because of that feeling. We were doing music before already, but it was sounding completely different. So it was during pandemic for this thing Angela just said that we kind of felt, but we didn't. It wasn't intentional. It was after we've made a certain amount of tracks or drafts, we were like, okay, something changed, and then after a while, we realized what she just said.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So you felt ready after. You're just like
Yeah.
ready to like bring yourself out there and make the people. Have you ever been to a love parade?
No, just like the new version that you're doing, like not
Okay.
the original one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was amazing. I've been
Yeah.
there. Like I think
I
3
imagine
times.
it
It
was
was
amazing.
yeah, it was amazing. It really was something unmatched. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
still stuck on this Napoli to Berlin. How did those roots shape you, your sound before you got to Berlin? Were you influenced by Germany or the scene? I know you got,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little bit of interest from Tresor and Alien Tape, which we'll
Yeah.
get to that a little bit later. But
Yeah,
yeah,
of course. Like we got influenced by Tresor a lot. Like I think for me personally was the first techno record I've ever heard was on Tresor. And so this was for me personally a main influence on the groove side of music. So absolutely, yes. Yes, it was.
moving to Berlin is also more than just relocating, right? Like you said, to
Yeah.
adapt and be able. You didn't know what to expect when you got there. You just kind of dove in.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we kind of
I mean, to the
there is
lifestyle.
always an expectation, but you always have no certainty. Nothing is guaranteed, you know.
Is there something that you really miss, like on a personal level? Is that would you say like, I mean, for me personally, I really hate Berlin winters. Berlin is so very gray and cold in the
Yeah,
winter time.
yeah,
I was like, oh my God,
that's
I
true.
could never do that. I could not
And then
survive.
Napoli is so
And
super.
Napoli is
Yeah,
just completely different, you know?
it's completely different. Yes, what we will, I think I can speak for both. It's not even the cold. The problem is not even the temperature, but the light. Like
Yeah,
we
it's the
have a
light.
different amount of
Thank
light.
you.
Like, yeah,
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
yeah,
It's the light.
yeah,
Yeah, and you know there is one thing that I wanted to ask you because Napoli is such a bubbling city, and Berlin is also very busy.
Busy.
yeah,
If you would have to describe the difference, like of those, because like where I want to go is like they're both very full. Napoli is full; it's packed
yeah,
with people. Berlin is also crowded. There's a lot of things going on,
yeah.
a lot of people there. Would you say one has like the better pace for you, like you feel a more natural rhythm, or is like Berlin like more static, more forward, and Napoli still more laid back?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the first thing comes to my mind when is that when we came to Berlin, we found Berlin very quiet because compared to Napoli is
It's quiet.
it's quiet. So and then we like started realizing that it's just Napoli that is it's I would say it's kind of overpopulated. It's like it's less like a million people in a very small area. So I think the feeling. You have a lot of cars, but this is also this make the city very dynamic. I think because you have to constantly move. Yeah, that's in Berlin is different. I think it's for sure.
Yeah,
So
I love that you're saying that because I always feel like cities have a certain heartbeat, like a certain tempo,
yeah,
and Berlin for some people feels like it's super hectic. And now you're saying coming from Napoli, actually it felt quiet. Not a
yeah.
lot of people would describe Berlin as quiet, but
No,
have you
yeah.
ever
Just
been to
just in the
Napoli?
beginning,
Napoli
you
is just
do. Yeah,
loud.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's really loud. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
But after a while, I think Napoli feels like more relaxed. Like I think
Yeah, I can imagine so.
at the end, after some years in Berlin, Napoli feels relaxed. I think on the mentality of people, they're just more
Yeah.
relaxed on everything. That's the thing.
But
Yeah,
it
me. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Maybe too relaxed. Like it's yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it can be. I do
yeah.
understand.
But that's how it is.
Maybe too relaxed. So we had to pitch up the music a bit.
And as a woman, do you feel different walking, at night through the streets of Berlin than you feel walking through the streets of Napoli? Because Naples is
Uh,
kind of a dangerous place to be.
yes, but so here is sometimes is a bit dangerous.
At night for sure.
Yeah, at night for sure.
Mm.
And yeah, in Napoli, in a certain zone, in a certain area is a bit scary. Yeah, for sure. But also for a man, yeah.
Yeah, in general, there's some places you just don't go. But I mean, it's like I said, the city is very small compared to Berlin, so it's very easy to you walk like 10 minutes and you change the district, you're a completely different area and everything. But yeah, I mean, I think Napoli got way better recently. So
Yeah.
with the tourism wave on this point of view, I would say my perspective is this.
That's good to
Safer,
hear.
safer,
That's good
yeah.
to hear.
Very good. I want to know what the transition demanded of you. I mean, and how did the city, how does this city challenge you guys differently when it comes to making music? Because there's so many artists, there's so many musicians, so many DJs, so many in Berlin. Do you feel like you fit
Yeah.
into the community?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of friends in Berlin, and that's nice because because of music. It's you have always a lot of people that are interested in music, and the people you meet here, for sure, they know what you're talking about, and that's nice. Actually, that's really good.
Yeah, also friends from our city, so
Yeah,
yeah.
they are here from Italy, and then yeah, and this also means that there's a lot of record stores in Berlin. That's nice. I mean, it's that's a good feeling.
Speaking of records, becoming a resident at Tresor.
Yeah.
When that happened, did you guys go,
Yeah. It was amazing, of course. Yeah, and our first official gig with Tresor was actually in the Super Boot. Was during pandemic, so Tresor was closed, and we played in the Super Boot, open air. There was a Tresor stage, and it was back then. I'm not sure, but it could have been like the only kind of club configuration you had. So you just went to Superboot. There was this stage with the Tresor banner, and we were playing. We were the only act playing, and and it was our first official Tresor show.
what did that actually represent for you both? I mean, personally and artistically, did it kind of solidify you being heard as an artist? Because Tresor is legendary, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And sometimes I feel responsibility.
Mhm.
Yeah, so into it. So
Yeah, both when you release and when you play at Tresor, it feels like you can, even if the location is not the original one, this one is roughly 20 years, I think, but like there is still that feeling when you play there that okay, this is like one of the oldest techno club in the world, and you can feel. So it's a huge impact, of course. And it's something that is not only when you play, but when you think, okay, and we were gonna play our Tresor shows, and you feel that. And so yeah, I agree with you.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tresor is really also a community, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you learn from being inside that environment, like week after week? I mean, I just saw it in both of your faces when you speak about the experiences being there. Both of your faces kind of lit up, like I could feel and see the excitement still. So, does that change you in a way? You're exposed to some of the greatest. I mean, this is, as you said, it's legendary.
Yeah, it's I would say the first thing is when that like the perspective of going to Tresor as a guest and playing there changes, of course, and still is different from everything else. Like because as I said, is old as you can feel this.
Yeah, the
And
story.
yeah,
Feel the story.
so I think, yeah, I mean, you learn a lot just by being there, and then like what you see is that you understand why something is running for such a long time. So that's what you learn, I think, because like when something is working for such a long time, and what you it feels like, okay, whatever you see here, it's part of it, and that's one of the it's a kind of a progressive experience. It's not a fixed segment that I can say, okay, from this to this I learned. It's continuous. That's the thing.
It's powerful the
Yeah.
way they speak. I mean, I can really feel it. Like it's fascinating to listen to you. And actually makes me want to go and see you live. And just because I'm curious, when could I go and see you probably live, like in the near future? Are you playing like
Yeah.
next weekend or?
No, we just played like last week, 10 days ago. We just played
Okay.
actually. So next is gonna be in October 4. But we play in Globus upstairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be like a more.
It's
Like,
the birthday of.
yeah, it's the 34th anniversary of Tresor Records. So there is like a
Yeah.
double.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So this is not going to be a public party, right? So I couldn't just come and see you guys there, because if it would be a public something where people can go, this is your chance. Tell the people that they can come and see you on the 4th of October.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Berlin.
yeah. This but we're gonna play in Globus, so it's gonna be more housey, more. We bring the piano, so it's, on the stage. It's gonna be like a celebration for the Tresor Records, and I think it's gonna be nice.
Wonderful. I feel like I want to go to Berlin. Roberto, you're coming.
Yeah.
4th of October at
Yeah, in a
Globus
month.
Fireground. You know, people, if you're listening, this is where you can see this very inspiring duo. I want to know more about the music. Roberto, drop a question.
I do too. That's why we're gonna head to the gear.
Yeah, please.
We're gonna head to the live gear. Okay. Now the Fireground sound and the live gear. People describe your sets as electrifying and storytelling, human, warm, and storytelling. We talked about this before. You talked about how you like your music to have feeling, and this feeling of wherever it comes from clearly is built on your ability to make machines speak to you, speak to people. What do you consider the foundation of the Fireground sound? Is it piano? I don't know which gear you're using that's your favorite gear. Can you tell us a little bit about what your favorite gear is and why it means so much to you?
I think we have different favorite gears, and that's probably the
Okay, Angela
foundation of-
first.
Yeah.
Angela
Yeah.
first.
I use a lot, for example, now in this moment, Ableton for arrangement. Yeah, I find it really easy for arrangement, and yeah, I love, for example, sampling piano stuff of Daniele on Akai, and modify and doing new tracks. So, and yeah, we have also Super 6 and North.
Yeah, the keys like
yeah.
that's my favorite. Yeah, so basically
Yeah.
I play and then you sample and then you rearrange it.
Yeah.
That's probably the foundation around everything. But I mean, it's not only that, but just to be easy and quick about it. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
We use, for example, for percussion, a lot native instruments, for example, and also for yeah, we love, for example, resampling everything into Akai.
Yeah,
so-
we just we don't sample records. We just resample what we do. So we do it like a draft. We just sample it, so it sounds like it's sampled, but it's already our stuff. That's how it happens, and yeah.
And drum machine. What's your favorite drum machine?
Yeah, I would say
909, but
yeah.
I don't
We
have.
don't have one.
We have the boutique,
Yeah,
and
small one.
yeah, we use also into the live. So.
Yeah, it's small. You can show it.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
Okay. Okay. Boutique. Yeah, I have a couple of boutiques here, but the SH101.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And the I like a Turia mini brute.
Yeah. We also had that one. I think it's broken, but that's also very cool.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, we talked about your skills on the piano. You want to play a little bit of something for us real quick?
Oh, please, could you?
Please,
That would
please,
be
please.
amazing. I would love that.
Go.
Yeah. Oh well, I would just say. Then I don't stop. I have to remember to stop, otherwise. it goes
No,
forever.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I could listen to you all evening long. And imagine how this will blend in. And so when you're playing in front of people, I suppose you're really doing this. Do you also know when to stop? When it's like, when it's enough, you just said you don't know when to stop. It's like, is that a smooth interaction between the both of you? Like one is doing one thing and the other instinctively just picks it up? Can I imagine it you like completely like a synergy between you both when you play? Is that always one big harmony, or do you have battles? Like you would play and she'd be like, "No, come on, stop!
No,
This
we
is too
look at
much.
each
I'm
other.
tired
Like,
of you."
yeah. We look at each other and we just
Yeah, in this
understand.
way.
Yeah. I mean, if something is wrong, she knows and I don't. I understand. It's the same way. Like, yeah.
So who
So
is,
yeah,
who
we
is-
just look at each other. Yeah. Sometimes
who
we talk.
gets it?
Sometimes
Yes.
we also talk when we play.
who gets upset easier? Is that you or Angela?
Maybe depends on the.
Daniele,
Situation.
Yeah, but
Depends on the
but-
situation.
when for example, when we do the live in Globus and
With
you
the piano.
play,
Yeah. I'm more
it's-
focused on the piano, so it
yeah,
might be.
it's really
Yeah.
for
But
him. So
but yeah, I mean, it could be like could be so many things happening when you play live in general, also without the piano. So,
Yes,
but being into it is a big advantage because like maybe one person doesn't realize something kind of wrong is happening, and so yeah. But we also talk when we play. I would say we also talk. So yeah.
this is beautiful. I am fascinated that you really it really feels like you get along very well. It's nothing artificial. Sometimes you have people that they even work together and they are together, but you feel so much tension. And with both of you, it feels like that is like smooth, like something smooth and beautiful between you. I really like the energy. I would love to know who is the bigger show person, who is more outgoing when you're on stage.
I don't think we have have
Oh,
maybe
can you
it feels like one thing. Like chi fa più show quando suoniamo, ma
cosa?
chi fa più show quando suoniamo. But I think it feels no wait.
Sì.
No, why? No, I
Okay.
don't think
Yeah.
so. Why? Based on what? Like,
So,
Always
no, I mean,
this way, and me, I'm more.
So now we know. Now we know. We're gonna check out videos that we have.
Angela,
and
come on.
footage.
Angela,
Yeah.
come on. You can't let him get away with everything. Come on now. You can't let him get away with everything, right? Or you step on his foot or something.
No, I think they are so amazing, and I really love it. And Excuse me if I cut this here for a second. I want to speak to our audience. Please, everybody, if you're enjoying the conversations and the interviews that we're having and help us grow, please subscribe to Decisive Podcast channel. Tell a friend, and we want to reach our 500 subscribers. I hope you are one right now. And also, please follow on our social media channels, not only Decisive Podcast Series, but also follow Fireground because they're amazing. And yes, stay tuned for more.
And also make sure that you are putting your comments in the chat because we are monitoring them. If you see me reach for my phone, that's why.
If you see me reach for my glasses, because I don't see anything without them. Yeah.
We're checking to see. Okay, so yeah, with like she said, we're trying to build this, and I know I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Miles Surge from MS Live. He's helping us out. He's got us streaming in Facebook. Thank you, Miles. I recognize you. I see you in the back there. We'll bring him in a little bit later. He's a really good friend of mine, and he supports us, and we support him. So I'm going to bring him in a little bit later. Let's talk about the Ilian Tape
Yeah.
and the community. Now, for me, Miles, he's there. He's also released on Ilian Tape. I know that I've watched Dario Zinker and his brother, Marco, bring this label into existence. And there's such a wonderful team that has a very wide open spectrum of what they can do on this label. And it's respected for that as such, right? And how they built it from ambient to house to techno to hip hop to all these different levels coming from Munich, and they represent on a global scale. How did this relationship with Alien Tape come about?
We sent some promo.
Yeah, we sent our first Tresor release to them the first
Yeah.
time as a promo, and they had that ready.
So
They said we
yeah,
already
and, and they asked for demos.
yeah. And then one thing after the other, like
Yeah.
we also became good friends, I would say now. And so
How did they respond? How did they respond, and did you expect to hear anything from them?
I didn't expect it. For example, they asked, they wanted some demo from us.
Yeah.
So, and so I was so, oh my God, I was so excited.
But let's also say one thing, like the first time I went to Artbox buying a record in Berlin was an Ilian Tape record. And the first time, if I remember, you went to Tresor,
Was
Zanker Brothers were
Brothers
playing. So there's a lot of things that are like in the...
So that was meant to be then.
Destiny. I was
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to say that. I was like meant to be. They're
That was,
like,
they're in the right place at the right time. Huh?
Perfect.
So,
And how did your music, this particular tracks influence them? Did they say what they liked about it, or why it belonged on the label, or what?
Yeah, it's yeah, we like most of the time, like for example, as we still do, we just send something also unfinished, and then they say they like, and it's everything feels very easy. Feels very easy, like
yeah.
and friendly. I think that's the best part.
Yeah, we feel really free.
Yeah,
with,
absolutely. Yeah.
So, also we are lucky. Also with the Tresor, we feel really free to send them everything. So
Okay.
yeah,
Are they really supportive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Always, speak every day with, for example, with Dario.
Yeah, I mean,
Dario,
it's
so-
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Nice.
really nice to see there is a connection, there is a community. So
Yeah.
it's really important today to feel that. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that community and what that means to you guys personally.
Yeah, for example, sharing about feelings with them, and about music of every genre, and is is really important for us, especially of this running world. So yeah.
Is there music that you listen to beside electronic music that gives you something? Or do I imagine you in your beautiful flat that I see here with all the plants and all night like boom, 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 you know? Or is that like you?
Are your
listening
neighbors
to
knocking
something
on the
else?
door? Hey,
Yeah.
No. Yeah, well, no, we listen a lot of jazz, like I don't know,
I thought
like
so.
B Levens or Robert Glasper, like is more fusion, more modern, and yeah, but it's not only like as you say, it's not just techno or house. It's just not about that. Yeah, not all about that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
So
was just imagining, you know, in the
yeah,
morning you drink
nah,
your coffee and the
yeah. So,
first thing you do, like you put it on and it's just like real hardcore, you know.
no, something more relaxed. That's happening later. Yeah,
I don't
but
know. When I hear what you do, when I heard what you do, I can hear you mixing the jazz and this stuff into the music. So I don't know if that takes away from the aggressiveness or the hardness. As you said, you guys are drawn to feeling, and I can hear your skills from the classical parts in there. And I don't know, for me, that means that the music has to breathe somehow when you're approaching music in that sort of way, right? So I'm not. So and so it's very musical at the same time. That I think that, and it still has the pressure and the energy at the same time. I was wondering.
yeah, that's the balancing the sweet spot like between these things. But like let's say that within a release, you can also have like a darker like track, like a stronger, like more jazzy. So that's the
Yeah, I like to combine.
yeah.
So you feel more shades. You know, it's
Yeah.
Do you both look at each other when you find something? Do you both look at each other and go,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's
"That's it,
actually how it
that's
goes.
it"?
Like this. Yeah. When it works, we understand. We just and then we keep working with it. Yeah.
I'm like really loving it. You're so very positive. And I'm telling you, I'm speaking to a lot of musicians and, you know, DJs and producer. And a lot of people are so very stressed out. You are the first that I've been talking to for a while that just like really have this positive energy about you. And that is amazing. And that you feel free also the way you said that. This is beautiful. It feels like the community that you're in is very loving and very supportive. And I am absolutely happy for you and happy to see that and wishing you like the best of luck for everything, because when you have this energy, I hope you can keep it and, you know, like put it in that music and just send it out there for it to grow, you know, for more people to have it and share this vibes. I really think it's exceptional in the moment. And especially, you know, nowadays that the music business, everything is changing so very
Yeah,
fast,
really fast.
very fast. There's a lot of pressure, you know, and I have the streaming, you have to service like social media, you know, also nightlife is changing super quick. How do you kind of navigate through all those challenges, still keeping your original identity and this pure, beautiful vibes that you have? I'm just amazed. I'm loving it. I need this secret. Like,
First of all,
This
thanks
queen right here
for
is
this.
the master at social media. So I definitely want to know how you guys, what you feel about it. She's the queen of it, as far as I'm concerned.
I think is yeah. For example, the down moment there is to, I think, to everybody. So is but it's important to remember why you do that, and why you begin that, and
yes.
that's the most important thing for me.
Yeah,
It is.
same.
And
Like
I when I think when I begin this path, I was thinking about Love Parade, the community, everything together, and I want to feel this energy always. So yeah, sorry for my Italian English.
No, but it's
So
the
you
it's the same for
create
me. It's same for
what you want to
it's the same.
have. Yes.
That's the same for me. Like also this always of course that down moment is like normal, is human normal, I think. But like it's about remember the reason you start, and then remember that it's about the music, and then the end is the only thing that counts. Like everything else is a surrounding, and it's
Yes.
important to remember the music doesn't have to be the surrounding of something else. That's something that is risking to happen, and what I see nowadays. But like it's important to have the music in the center, in the core of everything you do and everything you don't.
Oh, you speak like real artists to the core. I am loving that.
Right.
I'm really loving this because I think that what you're saying is such a great lesson, and such a great teaching to other people, especially with all those social medias about us showing off, to not lose the focus on why you're doing this. As you said it, this is the main thing. This is the base. This is why you're there. This is why this is why you're moving. This is why you're getting up and say with such a great smile in the beginning of the conversation. Yeah, first day of the week, you just boom, you're straight into the music. That's wonderful. I'm loving it. I'm really inspired. I can say inspired. Yeah, I think it's inspiring. And I do have more question, and this is like, what can I, as someone that's not so down in the electronic scene, what could I expect from you guys as a next step? What are you up to? Are you building like are you gonna play out of Europe? You want to go to the United States or Brazil, or are you really focusing on being here and building a great fan base?
Oh, we play like mostly in Europe, but we also played South America this year. So it just depends on where is possible. Like United States will be great. It's just like
Visa.
not so easy. Like the visa, a lot of complications for the current situation. But like it just happens that we mostly play in Europe. That's how it is. But we have no personal restriction on everything. We would love to play everywhere. There is
Do you
the
have
chance
a
to
favorite
play.
a favorite place to play? Is there one thing that you said this is my very favorite?
Uh, but it also depends on the night. But it always feels like to me like personally, Tresor is it's the favorite my favorite place to play.
Was
Like
first love.
yeah.
Is the
But
first
yeah,
love. So yeah, yes, I hear you. This is wonderful. It's
yeah.
so nice. No, I think that is it's also very how can I say that you like transporting the culture, and a lot of people here kind of
I see you,
forgot
Miles. I
about
see you.
forgot about the culture, and now they you kind of holding it up. That's wonderful. Maybe you can even feel it more because you came from the outside and became an insider.
Yeah,
We are at a point where I want to address a question from a friend of mine, Miles. He's chatting in the group here, and he is supporting us on Facebook as well. And he asks, what was your first production solo?
the
Ma
production solo.
I guess that would mean, what was your first release? Or have you always been a group? Solo wise. Have you?
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we also had something released individually. Like uh me and her like separately before Fireground. But that was just like a very short period actually. And then it was just
Yeah.
one release each. Yeah. One record each.
One record,
Yeah.
what's the name?
I don't remember the name of record
It's
right
probably
now, but
so far
yeah.
back, right?
Yeah, no, it was like 6 or 7 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more electro, like I would say. Yeah. So yeah, it was. We were more into in
Yeah, the
electro
first
back
thing
then.
together was the various artists on.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. We did it, yeah, but it wasn't together. It was. I know Mechatronica. Yeah, we did an electro track on Mechatronica. Yeah,
Yeah.
but not as Fireground. We didn't have a band name yet.
ATT and
Daniele
Daniele
Paduano, just with our
Paduano.
names.
But before I saw another various but separately.
Separate tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, and was for French label La Cinerie. And
But then just with one EP each, and
Yeah.
then Fireground.
yeah, and then
I do need to ask this one question that it came to my mind because I wanted to ask you this the whole
Please.
time. How did you come up with the name Fireground?
yeah,
Yeah.
Good question.
We just had the feeling that
yeah, because I am fire.
yeah, that was.
And he's grounded?
It was just I don't know. It was.
You didn't just say
It just. It just means the two words together. That's it. Yeah, I'm ground. It's fire. That's it. Let's Fireground. That's it.
In Chinese medicine, I am the element fire.
I'm the ground. Yeah.
He
and your earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was the.
and we said okay, Fireground.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I'm love, and also the story. I like the story. You know, and she's fire. I can see
She is.
that. She's
That's
fire.
I
can
was
see
I was
that.
I
She's
was waiting
fire.
as we
Oh,
gradually
no.
get through. We gradually get through the show that can start to come out a little bit. You know what? This is a moment where I want Zoe to take control of this. We call it a lightning fire round, where she will ask a few questions where you would probably ask with one or two words, reply with one or two words, and then we'll answer. Again, I will check the chat again and find out if we have any people or asking any questions. Do you see anything, Daniele, in the chat?
In the chat. No, I was just.
On your second screen? There's Miles. We're gonna bring Miles in a moment.
Okay.
I
Still
wanna bring it
don't
in?
see it. Yeah.
You want to bring it in? Bring it in.
I do want to bring him in, but I want you to.
You want me? You know that is something that
Okay,
I like to
we'll
do.
bring Miles in right now.
Yes.
And then Miles can join us. You ready, Miles? All right, there he is. All right, there's my buddy.
Okay.
I
There he is.
How you guys doing?
Good. You.
good.
All right, cool. Just so I get this right, is it Angela or Angela?
Angela.
Okay.
Yeah, Italian.
And Daniel, right?
Daniele.
Daniel.
Daniele.
Right.
Yeah. Daniele. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Miles, you was helping us out in the chat. Did you see anything interesting? Any questions?
No, actually. I think I just seen my comment. I'm assuming super loud right now, but yeah, just what I seen, and I think you guys actually somebody did say something.
This is where we have to go. This is where our call to action is so important. We gotta get more people get in. And at 6 o'clock p.m. on Mondays. Let's see.
Yeah.
This lightning. I love when you do this.
Okay, so he wants me to do the. We have some short questions, right? So it goes like this, right? I'm gonna fire out the questions, and it's gonna be like ladies first. So Angela, you're going to start. Daniele, you're the second, and it's just like I want your first fast answer, right? So the first, you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you're the first. So if you get to choose making music and producing music at home or going to a show, what would you choose? Stay home and produce or going to see a show?
Stay home, produce.
All right. So the next one is for you, Daniele. Throwing yourself out there in the nightlife or chill at home with your girl?
Outside in the nightlife. Yeah.
Outside in the night, but you're taking your girl, of course, with you.
Of course.
right?
Yeah. Together. Yeah.
So this next question is for both of you. Angela, you go first. who of you would you say is more intuitively creative, you or Daniele?
Me.
You. And Daniele, what would you say? Who is more intuitively creative, yourself or Angela?
Angela.
Angela. All right. I want to ask something more. What is the biggest, and now you are going to start, Daniele. What is the biggest challenge in having a relationship and also being work partners?
The biggest challenge.
Yes.
Let me think about it. Like it's it's not easy to come up with a very quick answer on it, because like
Take your time. We're waiting.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ding, ding,
No,
ding,
I'm just
ding,
thinking
ding,
like
ding, ding, ding.
no, because that's the only collaboration ever happened somehow, So yeah, it's I don't know, because like when we have like a moment where we disagree on something, it's always for a good reason, because I really trust her. It's
Okay.
mutual trust. So that's the thing. It's of course every time
That's so
we have
important.
this disagreement on something, and out of this the right melody comes out. So it's everything is helpful somehow.
So who
Yeah.
does the vocals?
Vocals. No.
Vocals.
No vocals. No, so the same question for you. What is the biggest challenge for you performing and also living with the same person?
Good one.
For me or for her?
For her.
Okay.
For
Good.
me, yeah, maybe we are how to say testardi.
Stubborn, like
Oh yeah.
Yes, both of you.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No. I mean, like behind every track there is always like something we were not like. If
Expect-
you hear the previous, there is the like a first version of the track, and then there is like a disagreement, a discussion, and then it goes in the final version
Yeah.
because of that discussion. That's how it happens, I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like the
When
communication is like...
when there is something we don't agree on, that's the thing.
So I have one last question, right? So and I want you, Angela, to start first. When you look into the future, do you see yourself as a producer and musician for the rest of your life? This is what you want to do, or you see yourself like you're going to retire and you sit home, you're going to have like 5 cats and 4 kids?
No, first.
5 cats and 4 kids? No, I'm just kidding.
No, the first. Yes, the first. And for you, the same question.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same, right?
Yeah,
Of course,
till
because
I
we-
can physically, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I am so very happy. What an harmonious, romantic, and
Man, this is too
working
perfect.
together
That's too
couple. No, leave them. They're
That's too
wonderful. They are
perfect. I wanna hear
wonderful.
some-
You're a
I
wonderful
wanna-
example. I love them.
I want to hear some train wrecks or something. I don't know.
No, I
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, training.
I don't.
Miles, you got something for us?
No, not really questions. I think most of the questions that I had got answered earlier. But yeah, I really didn't have any idea about you guys until Roberto actually showed me the link to join in, and it was kind of cool that I seen you guys was on Ilian Tape. I was on there once for a comp, and then I'm a regular at Tresor for a while, so I've been there like 8 times already. So, but that's cool, and then I find out you guys are like residents, so that's really cool too. So, and I took a listen to some of the music, and it's actually pretty good. So
Good,
I
right?
do a digger.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Check you guys out. But I was really enjoying. I think it's the Ethereal track, and then that whole EP with that in the element. That's along my vibes of what I usually play. So that's really good. I like that.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks.
so
Thanks a
much.
lot.
Yeah.
You've got some final something that you want to say.
I'm thinking about what we missed that I wanted to address. Oh, do you guys have any shout outs for any of your people that has helped you along the way?
Yeah. I mean,
Shout out means hello.
Yeah.
How are you? Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course, the Zenkers, like we just made the records on label, like, and yeah, of course, and yeah, but Yeah.
You
That's
can
it.
say hello to your
Yeah.
dad too if
Oh
he
yeah.
is
I mean. Oh
watching.
yeah. Shout out. Yes. Sorry. I was looking at it. So sorry. My bad. Yeah. Also, I think my dad is watching right now. So yeah. Ciao.
Hello, Dad. Ciao. We
Hey,
said ciao.
ciao.
But,
We
see.
say hello to Naples.
Is
Yeah,
it
that's
ciao?
beautiful.
Yeah.
How do you
You
say?
can say that.
Yeah. Dillo pure tu. Ciao.
Yes, and thank you so much. I mean, for me, I was inspired. I thank you so very much for your openness, for your sharing of your journey. And I think you really encourage people to really walk their path with dignity and grace and this positive energy and mindset that you have. I enjoyed meeting you, and I hope to see you live in one of your
Same for me.
next shows. I will try.
Thank you so
I will
much.
try to make it.
Are you working on? Are you working on another? Are you working on an album at all?
Yeah. Let's say it is not. We're working actually on our EPs at the moment, but there is also like an album in the making later.
Yeah.
After the other EPs.
I know we have a big surprise for you, and you've Daniele made a mix, DJ mix for us, and I wanted you to describe what that mix includes, what song, what it meant to you, where were you, what is the vibe with it? Because I thought maybe you guys would get on your machines and do some live mix or something like this, but it ended up being a DJ mix, and you said it was more housey.
Yeah, last week we just recorded this on an evening. We were
Yeah, usually we do with friends.
Yeah.
So
but this time we were just about
Yeah.
us two and the two of us, and then we
for relaxing, last night, okay, I relax.
Yeah.
I put some.
we just play some records, and like mostly we, even if like our production sounds faster, like when we play records, we like a lot of play house and more soulful sound. Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself releasing or producing more house?
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
For sure.
I mean, all you have to do is you probably have to do is slow it down. 'Cause
Yeah,
your stuff is
that's-
already
that's,
your
it-
stuff
it-
is
it's-
already
it's-
it's already
Yeah, it's
quite cool.
Needs to slow down for being house, of course. But like, of course, it's a constant improving and learning. So
Yeah.
when will be the right moment, like everything will take shape, I think.
No rushing.
Yeah,
No
we
rush.
we never rush into things. That's
You played a little bit of something on the piano last time, right? Or was it keyboards?
Yeah, this is the Nord.
So-
the Nord, yeah.
So the Nord. So what else you got? What else you got over there? You're gonna play for us on one of these?
He's putting you on the
That's
spot.
another instrument.
Another instrument. No, we just have keyboards. They're again.
Okay,
Yes,
which,
that's
a
fine.
separate
we
keyboard,
have no other instruments.
a
We
different.
have a guitar, but has no strings, so it can't play. No.
Yeah, but
No,
what other keyboard do you have?
Yeah, that's the Nord. This is it's a piano synthesizer, everything. That's the Udo Super 6, an Electron keyboard, and yeah. But this one is like 10 keyboards in one. That's the thing.
Okay. Want to
Yeah.
play another piece for Miles while he's here? What else you got?
Yeah,
Nice.
but it's also gonna make like organ, like synthesizer, like we
It's so nice.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah, the guy got skills. I love that. I love that. I love that.
How long
Tell,
have you
tell
been
our
playing for?
people. No.
how
What,
long
sorry?
have you been playing the keyboards?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I started like learning piano when I was like 4 years old, and then
Wow.
yeah, but I mostly feel like I was self-taught, like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. He's really good. I felt like I don't go to church, but I felt like I was at church.
I bet I go-
Okay, thanks.
I just need Roberto in the back preaching and dancing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
With that said, thank you guys so much for
No, thank you so much for having
spending the
us.
time with us.
Very fun.
Please don't go
No.
without telling the people where they can follow you. I know on Instagram that is at Fireground. Do you have a YouTube channel, or where can we stream
No,
your music?
we just have SoundCloud.
All right.
Yeah, Fireground, like very easy to find, like just Fireground, and then
So they will.
Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
So they
Yeah.
will find you on SoundCloud, Fireground, on Instagram. That is at Fireground.
Yeah.
And yes, it was a pleasure having you.
Was
And
was our
everybody-
pleasure, really.
Yes, thank you so much. And
Yeah.
everybody out there, please, one more time, subscribe to Decisive Podcast Series for the lovely host, Roberto Ingram. My name is Zoe Massa. I am the co-host, and I leave the last words for you.
Yeah, don't forget, if you miss us here, then you can also check us out on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podomatic. Podomatic is where you'll be listening to his mix. And then also on Instagram, we could love to get the numbers up there, but I mean, I don't know if I'm Zoe's training me a little bit better, trying to get the numbers up, but I believe in the content. and when you can go back to some honest content, I think at some point you can really
Is
be
this the
proud.
applause?
Yes, that's it.
So, one random applause for you guys. You've been amazing. Thank you so
Nice.
much.
This is for you. This is for you. You are so nice.
Until the next time, thank you so much. And Miles, don't forget, Miles, what you got coming up?
Oh, I have a gig in LA October 11th. So I'll be in LA. I have a couple of projects I'm working on right now. Yeah.
When is it? Who you got coming up on the show? MS Live.
Oh, the next MS Live is me, Daniele, and Lester Fitzpatrick.
Is Jay Denham coming on? And
It's coming at the end of September.
uh-huh.
So we got a good lineup. So right now, we're basically booked out to the end of the year, and I'm done. I think we only do 2 shows in December, and after that, maybe take a month off. But yeah, we're fully booked, man. Coming up, I'm really excited for. We got Conforce coming.
Oh, Conforce, yeah.
Conforce.
These are names also Techno, right?
He's kind of both.
Conforce?
Conforce, yeah. He did a lot of that stuff on Delson and a couple other labels. So one of my
Zoe's
favorites.
also in concert.
Oh, I do have a show coming out myself. Am I going to say that?
Of course.
I have a
What are
show
you talking
coming
about?
out, let me tell you, on the 13th of September in Munich, Pineapple Park. Yes, with my band. Yeah. So I never thought about saying that, but now
Why
I just
not?
said it. Yeah, well, I did now.
All right, Zoe, sing us a little something, one of your reggae.
They don't want vocals.
No, come on
I
now.
was about to say that
Girl,
when
come
playing
on
some
now.
jazz, I
She
could
got to-
sing,
come on
but
now.
no.
She's so inspiring. She don't
Oh,
want to.
no,
Come on now.
that's just like
Red.
Fireground,
There it is.
Fireground.
Yeah.
Yes,
I love
there
it.
we go.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. Have a nice evening, and thanks so
Wonderful
much.
evening. Lots of love.
And
Thank you
Miles,
so much.
thanks for joining us.
Guys.
Thanks
And
for-
thanks to each and every one of you that tuned in. And we will be recapping the shorts and all this stuff a little bit later. And thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, ciao, guys. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hey.